For you to be a fraudster, you have to be a bit clever, actually. It's not something anyone can do. And it tends to attract also people who understand the psychology of the people. And they know exactly the current circumstances happening. Ideally, what normally happens, sometimes someone calls a customer and then inform them they're calling mostly from Safaricom, but they can use other trusted big organizations, whether they're calling from KCB, they might be say they're calling from Equity, or any other big organization. They do harvest information from already available channels. Maybe Truecaller, they check exactly the name your friends have put you on the Truecaller. So when they call you the name actually. So the first thing of mentioning the name and where they're calling from, either to create trust elements. And from there, then they start asking for further information. They tend to make you do transaction inline. So what most of the customers do, they will just key in the codes actually they're being given. Most of the time, you're told to go get an extra line so that you can actually key the codes within the line they're calling you from. So we have done a lot of automation to try to check people calling other customers in a certain way. And then when we pick those patterns, actually, we extract the patterns and then check the profile of the callers. And if they meet certain threshold, actually block you. Now, for the swaps, we've done a lot of work within where the swaps are happening. Currently, for you to make a SIM swap, you need to have a certain things. If you go to a dealer, or an M-PESA kiosk, so you need to have the ID number for the line, and then you need to have the PIN which comes on the pack. Every time you buy a line, there's a PIN which is on the pack. Then we check the location where you are, that line is, and where you're trying to swap. So the location is very dispersed. Of course, we don't allow it. And the other thing is, if the line is on, we don't allow the swap to go through as well. Our recovery level is actually pretty high for the cases that come in. Some of them, they take long, especially when the people who have stolen from our customers have hidden the identity behind other people. But I must say, actually, we eventually do get the fraudsters. Currently, we've started a process which is called an always-on campaign. So using different channels. So we have above the line, which we go on the media, using the radio, TV, and other channels, using other channel, the SMS channel. So when you transact currently with an M-PESA, you see a feedback message. Inside there is embedded message for awareness. So our target is definitely to get the 100% of our customers actually trained. If you set up a new M-PESA till somewhere in the neighborhood, it will be a target for fraudsters actually. So we also want putting them on under kindergarten, where you come in, you're trained for 3 months. So there's a constant messages coming in telling you how to protect yourself for minimum of 3 months. But there's also an ongoing campaign that goes to all the M-PESA agents. Always be careful. If somebody calls you and tell you are coming from Safaricom, for instance, first ask why they're calling. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that knowing the numbers that call you from Safaricom, sometimes it's good to drop the call and verify exactly that call is coming from Safaricom. So for Safaricom, you get from 0722 000 000. But if the information also being requested look unreasonable, too private, you have the right to